So we all have family traditions. Some of us might wake up early on the morning of our child's birthday and take them to breakfast and spend some time that way. Or we might have traditions that have been passed down from generation to generation that mean something to us. But mostly our family traditions bring us closer together and make us feel a part of something, don't they? So in our family, like most families, we have Christmas traditions. And we have one particular tradition that has happened since I'm sure, since I was born. On Christmas Eve, my parents gather us all together and act out the Christmas story. So when we were little, it was my 6 brothers and me, and I, being the only girl, was always Mary, and my brothers would act out the other parts as Joseph and the shepherds. And if there was a new baby, he would be baby Jesus. If not, we would have a doll. So we would act this out. Now we're all grown, and there are 21 grandchildren that get to play this part. And we do this while my dad, the patriarch of our family, reads the Christmas story out of the Bible. And so this, of course, is a very important part of our beliefs. Being Christians, we are acting out one of the most sacred events we believe has ever happened. And so each year as we gather together, my dad reverently begins to read the story as these little grandchildren are dressed in oversized robes, and we have great big angel costumes. We put some Christmas tinsel on their heads, and the shepherds have towels on their heads that we tie on with headbands. So they're all dressed up. And of course, the baby Jesus that will soon to be born. And my dad starts to read as we're waiting for Christmas dinner. We can smell the ham cooking and the rolls that are being baked. And we've been listening to Christmas music, and it's a very solemn, wonderful, peaceful kind of a night where we're all gathered together. I think at this point there are about 35 of us between my brothers and their spouses and grandchildren and my parents. So it's a wonderful time to spend time together as a family. And so we gather around in the living room that's lit with the beautifully decorated Christmas tree. We have lights that are sparkling, and it's a beautiful time. So the children are ready to act out the scene, and my dad starts to reverently read the story from the Bible. We have these precious, innocent children coming along and being Mary and Joseph, and when it comes time when they lovingly look down at the new baby Jesus and the angels have sung, and as a family we sing all of the appropriate Christmas songs at the appropriate times, of course. They look down at the baby Jesus, these precious children, and my dad gets to the part where the shepherds know that they're going to go see Christ. And in the scriptures it says, and they came with haste and found Mary, Joseph, and the babe lying in a manger. Then he kind of mumbles something. We stop. I'm like, what? What was that? Trying to suppress a laugh, he says, must have been a pretty crowded manger. And we're a little bit in shock because we've had such a quiet, peaceful time, and my dad comes up with this joke. It takes a few minutes to register. They found Mary, Joseph, and the babe lying in a manger. He thinks he's hilarious. And he starts to laugh, but he doesn't want to laugh too much, so he's holding it in, while my mother is screaming at him like a banshee, Jim, breathe, breathe. Because when my dad starts to laugh, he doesn't like to full out laugh. He tries to keep it in. And he's getting redder and redder, and we're just trying to laugh and try to get him to breathe as well until he passes out. And this has happened every year. And we would point, he would know I'm not going to tell the joke. He can't help it because he thinks he's so hilarious. So every year, we start out so peaceful and so reverent as we celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ, and end with my dad passing out at his own jokes. And that is our family tradition.